Everybody, this is Paul Giantonio with ERA Statewide Realty, Director of Marketing and Sales. Today I'm sitting with Bob Crayley, our favorite mortgage officer from GMH Mortgage, and today we wanted to talk about some of the biggest misconceptions that the buyers and buying public has toward applying for mortgages and their preconceived notions as to the amount of money they need to have saved for a down payment. So I wanted to talk to Bob today about some of the programs that are out in the marketplace that allow buyers to buy with everything from nothing down to as little as 2.5% or 3.5% down. So Bob, I know there are a lot of different programs that are out there. Most people are familiar with FHA, so maybe we could start with FHA.
Sure.
And we'll talk about some of the other programs.
FHA is a program where many first-time home buyers use. The down payment is only 3.5%, and you're allowed 6%, up to 6% in seller concessions, which means basically, for all practical purposes, you can cover all your closing costs and prepaid items you can put right in the mortgage. FHA is more lenient in their guidelines, so somebody that might have a little less than perfect credit, or their debt might be a little high, FHA allows for this, much more lenient than the other programs out there.
Okay, now I want to remind everyone at the end of the video, or if you're watching this video now, either below or beside, depending on your browser, I have a link that you'll be able to click on, supply a little bit of information like your email address, and we'll be able to email you some information on all the programs Bob's going to be talking about today. So if you don't get everything you had there, feel free to watch the video again, but also click on the download and we'll get you Bob's contact information, as well as flyers and information sheets on the different programs we're going to be discussing. So that's the one. That's what FHA.
Correct.
So now seller concessions. So again, folks could come up with truly as little as 3.5% down, and we could get, if you're working with a knowledgeable sales professional, we could structure the transaction, have the seller basically give you back money toward your closing costs.
Just a point on that also, the 3.5%, FHA allows for it to be gifted. It can be gift money. It can be from a grant. So literally you can use the FHA program without almost close to no money out of your pocket. So there are opportunities out there for people who don't think they qualify for a mortgage.
Okay, so great. So what you're saying is mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, they can actually give you the down payment, the 3.5% down.
And there are grant programs out there also.
So in essence, for the buyer, it turns into 100% down, 100% purchase. All right,
correct.
No, zero down. All right. Now there are some other programs that are really truly 0% down.
There are.
All right, go ahead.
One is pretty much self-explanatory. It's VA loan for our veterans if they have served and have a certificate of eligibility, which all of them have if they were honorably discharged. VA requires no money down, up to 4% in seller concessions to take care of closing costs and prepaid items, which for the most part will cover, if not all, most of your closing costs. One of the great advantages of VA is there is no monthly mortgage insurance. The only time you don't pay monthly mortgage insurance is on a conventional loan that you're putting 20% down. So VA is quite a few good qualities in there for the buyer.
Okay. Now if you're not a veteran and you don't have the VA benefits, there are some other loans.
There are
USDA.
Yeah, a loan that many people are not aware of. USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture. It is limited to certain areas, but there still are quite a few areas out there. The great thing about that loan, again, is no money down, a small percentage for mortgage insurance. It is governed by areas and by income limits, but they are fairly flexible out there, especially the income limits. Depending on how many members there are in the family, it actually goes to over 100,000. So there's a lot of possibilities there on that. In our area, all of Warren, all of Hunterdon County, pretty much with the exception of Phillipsburg out there, is all covered by that. So it's a great opportunity for people, again, that do not have money, and they allow basically to put all closing costs into the mortgage. So I've done a loan already for $285,000, where the out-of-pocket expense for the people buying that home was less than $1,000.
Great. And like you said, Hunterdon County, Warren County,
Mhm.
you don't have to be out in the middle of Iowa or
No,
Nebraska
no.
buying a homestead to qualify for a USDA loan. So, check with your mortgage professional or your realtor to have your mortgage professional look into that, and you'd be surprised that there are a lot of areas that still qualify for that. Now,
Conventional.
I was going to say also there are conventional low down payment programs
Yes.
as well.
Conventional, there is, certain people think that if you're getting a conventional loan, you need to put down 20%. That is not true at all. You can do on a regular conventional loan 5% down with 3% seller concessions to, again, cover the majority, if not all, of your closing costs. But they have come out with a 3% down, which again allows, and a 3% seller concession, which allows for a low down payment, either for the first time home buyer or somebody that just doesn't have that money handy right away. But it's a great opportunity also. That is for maybe the buyer with a little better credit score, maybe a little more income. But again, the opportunity is there. It especially comes into effect where on looking to buy a condo, that the condo association is not FHA approved. We can do that with the conventional 3% down.
Right. Yeah, those come in very handy when we're
Yes,
talking
they do.
about the townhouse and condominium market because a lot of them don't qualify for the FHA. Now, did we miss any? Is there anything else that we covered?
Not really. Those are basically Fannie, Freddie, VA, USDA. They are the four main loans out there.
Okay. Well, folks, I want to remind you, there's a link either below or next to this video. Click on the link, give us your email address. We'll be sending you basically flyers or info sheets on these programs that Bob talked about. You'll have Bob's contact info. We work with Bob. Bob, if he pre-approves somebody, if he tells you can get that mortgage, you're getting that mortgage and you're closing on time. So that's some of the information we wanted to pop out at you today. Ladies and gents, don't think that you don't have enough money saved to buy a house. If you truly have a desire to be in the home ownership arena and start to build your family wealth, don't let a down payment hold you back. Sit down, talk to a mortgage professional. We here at ERA Statewide Realty know how to structure those deals. We have a great mortgage partner right here in Bob, and we'd love to help you make your dream come true. So download the information, and we're looking forward to talking to you.